is like when you're trying to win games, but you're also evaluating guys and kind of seeing what fits where?
Well, last time I checked, the bottom line is to play to win, and that's what we're going to do every game. There's no spring training games, there's no exhibition games. We got to be ready to rock and roll right out of the gate, and our boys are ready, so here we go.
How excited are you about this season after coming off a Big Ten championship?
Yeah, that's so far in the past. I don't roll seasons over. You know, it's a whole new set of circumstances coming into this year, but you know, I still get those goosebumps, that chill on the spine of your neck feeling, and if that ever goes away, I'll just get out of this game, but it's not gone yet. Describe
this team for us. What's it like?
Oh, I think they're going to be annoying to face. You know, we got a bunch of grinders that get after it, and you know, a lot of them have had a taste of winning, and they want more, and they're a very competitive group. You know, the one thing, probably their biggest fault is they get too hard on themselves. They end up, you know, wanting to do too much and expect such great things, and if it doesn't go their way, they can get down on themselves. So, you know, it's something we have to monitor, but I'll take that problem any day of the week.
Darin, it sounds like you guys have gotten outside a couple of times, but how excited and fired up are the guys going to be to get in the nice weather tomorrow night when you practice?
They're going to be excited, and you know, we were outside twice on the outfield. Got to hit outside twice. We got outside on the football field a couple times for pop-up communication. Weren't able to get on the skin of the dirt, but they'll adjust fast, and it'll be fine. But I'm pretty sure, to a man, they're excited just to see another colored uniform because we're pretty much sick of each other.
Hey, Mojo was here talking to us. Talk about the progress he's made since he's been here in Nebraska.
Yeah, you know, just not even on the roster last year, and fights his way onto the roster and takes full advantage of our open competition we have every year and finds himself in the lineup. And for me, the biggest concern with him is, okay, that sophomore season, do you come back thinking you're sweet and you let off the accelerator and you kind of lose your focus? He's done the complete opposite. He has been even more focused, more committed, and just I've really been pleased with how he's gone about his business. So it's just been an honor to have him on the team.
Darin, you said on the first day of practice your concerns about offense and how much you'd be able to get done here over the two and a half weeks at this point. Have you progressed at the plate as much as you would like?
Yeah, you know, you can see the intents there, you know, as far as being disciplined in the strike zone, putting together quality at bat after quality at bat. I think they understand the concept of that. Now it's putting it into action in a game. And, you know, it's one of those things where they know what they need to do to be successful. They know how we're going to have to grind out pitchers. We're going to see some very good pitchers the entire season. So we know the formula for getting that done. And, you know, would we like to hit for some more power? Absolutely. You know, but more importantly, we need to have better quality at bats and get more guys on base. We do that, good things are going to happen.
What's your pitching rotation?
We'll go Alvarado out of the gate. McSteen will go the first game of the doubleheader. Fisher the second game, and Matt Warren will go on Sunday.
On Matt's journey, you know, obviously a lot of people in this state have seen him pitch before, but dealing with injury, having to sit out and come back from that, what are your thoughts, I guess, on how he's gotten himself to where he is today?
Well, I'm excited for him. I'm glad he got that 6th year, and you know, he's been through a lot, and I would imagine there's probably going to be some bumps along the way. I mean, he hasn't been out there for basically 2 years, so you know, we're going to have to be patient, but Matt knows how to pitch. He's been out there, he's had success, he understands what he needs to do, so I would imagine there are probably some mental hurdles he'll have to get over, but I'm a patient person, and he's put the work in, and we'll give him plenty of time to get out there and get it figured out.
Has pitch variety been one of Jacob McSteen's biggest steps, or what has been one of his biggest?
Yeah, I mean, the guy just works his tail off and just gets better and better. Velocity goes up. His command's gotten better. He's added another wrinkle, and, you know, he can move the ball both directions at the plate now, which is very important. One thing Jake's really been good at is he gets to 2 strikes about as quick as anybody, and then the ability to put him away, you know, probably wasn't his strong suit, but he's done a real good job. He did a better job last year, and we're seeing signs of that improving as well. So just, you know, it's nice to have lefties in the starting rotation to be able to control the running game and you know, just be able to pound the zone, and he's able to do that.
How do you manage a lot of these guys, given that you know, they had very few starts under their belt collectively last year? You know, how do you work them through that?
Right, it's like I said, you're going to be patient and looking long term as far as, you know, building their pitch counts up, and of all those guys, I mean, McSteen's done it before. It's not like he hasn't started, so he's been there. Warren has done it, just not recently. Luis obviously is the newcomer to the group as far as starting, so you know, I'm sure there'll be some bumps there as well, but that's something we want our best arm going out there right out of the gate and let him do his thing. And Fisher, you know, he started in high school, and you know, we've had him out of the pen in a long roll, so he's pitched multiple innings and been huge for us in those situations. So you know, for him, where we're at right now, this is a good spot for him to start.
How's Luis taking this role, and you know, what's he been like the last couple of weeks?
Well, when a senior comes back that's drafted, they're obviously coming back for some reason. There's some unfinished business there, and he's just been unbelievable. He's got such a great personality, and to see that come out and see how he interacts with the guys, it's just, he brings a lot of energy to the team, and you know, he's just one of those guys that puts his work in, gets it done, and enjoys playing. And this is uncharted territory. You know, how we're going to balance it with him pitching and hitting and DHing, playing first. Let it all play out, but right now we're going to focus on him being on the mound as a starter.
How far can you stretch him on Friday?
All of our starters will be up to about 90 pitches, so we'll see. You know, will we go that far? Probably. In a perfect world, we don't go that far. We're looking more in the 75 to 80 range. Hopefully that's not in the second inning. Hopefully that's in the fourth, but you know, fourth or fifth. But we'll see, and we'll just play from there.
About health-wise, anybody that's not going to be able to make the trip, or how are you guys feeling going into this?
Yeah, Engelken's getting really close. He's, you know, he might be available next weekend, not quite ready. Edens will be probably mid-season. We did have Kenneth Sorensen, just had a funny plant on the turf and tore some meniscus, so had to get that cleaned up. So we'll have to check and see where he's at. But outside of that, all the other guys that were coming back have been cleared. Now, are they going to be full go twice a weekend right away? Probably not. We'll probably use them in 2-inning stints collectively and see, you know, how they feel. So we're going to have to mix and match and get a little creative this weekend. But that just gives everybody an opportunity and get everybody's feet wet, and we'll get going.
Who are you looking at?
Guys would be like Tillotson, Tillenson, Hohensee, Frazier. Probably Steinhoff. Looking at those guys as being one time this weekend.
Frazier's good to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's, you know, again, another guy that, I mean, we didn't even think he's going to be able to pitch this year, and it's been remarkable that he's been able to come back. So is he all the way back? I don't think so, but he's healthy enough and ready to go, so we're going to bring him.
Being going back and forth with Coach Percival at all for his first couple of years?
At all? Pretty much, yeah. Well, we do that all the time anyway, so, and it looks like we're going to get to face his kid, so, I mean, I haven't. That's just crazy to think that you're around him when he's born, and now you're going to face him. And in Angel Stadium for our spring training site is it's pretty special. He's a great kid, and Percy's one of my best friends, so it's always great to get to see him.
Yeah. Has it been kind of a goal to kind of get your guys' teams to play each other since you took over?
Yeah, I mean, especially when the Angels offer up their facility and let you do it for free, sure.
Yeah.
You know, it's great, and then the owner of the Angels already gives us both checks for our program. It's like it's just a crazy family. It's awesome to be a part of. But yeah, we're going to go to Riverside next year to start off the year. I think it is. So it's good to get to play them, and yeah, you know, it's just it's a good match.
What are you seeing out of those two teams for this weekend?
Riverside's got a lot of new guys. You know, it's doing the scouting report. There's not many pitchers that we saw last year that will be pitching. So they got a couple of really big arms, and then position-wise, they have a lot of young guys. So they do have some guys back in their lineup, but overall, there's a lot of young guys that we're going to try and put as much pressure on as possible. Washington State, we're going to face a couple senior pitchers that know what they're doing, and offensively they are going to put a lot of pressure on you with the hit and run, the bunt game. So it's going to be very important that we get on them early and get a lead so we can minimize that type of stuff. But typical West Coast team out of Washington State that's going to make you take care of the baseball. And Percy squad, they're up there swinging. They're trying to launch baseball, so we're going to have to execute our pitches throughout the game.
A lot of shuffling of the lineup over the weekend just to see who fits where, or you have a good sense?
Every time I say that, then something else happens. So, you know, I'd like to get a few guys in there with the doubleheader. You know, we'll try and get a few guys in there, but how it exactly plays out, we'll have to see. But again, I'm playing every game to win. I'm not going up there to just throw guys in to get experience. So hopefully we can get some leads and maybe get some other guys in there, but we're playing to win.
Who are you looking at second base for Friday?
We'll see. You know, it'll be Henwood will be in there, Hallmark will be in there. Those guys are in the mix, and we'll just see how it. Again, to sit here and say we'll see what happens in practice today and tomorrow, and just see how it is. But those are the guys that will get majority of the stuff there.
Where does Aldo Villa fit in?
Angelo will be third and short. You know, Cronenbold with his back last year. You know, we'll just kind of monitor and see how he does. He's our best defender. You know, but I doubt he'll play both games of the doubleheader. So I would imagine Angelo will play one at short, one at third, and we'll just see how it goes. But I would imagine if everything goes according to plan, Angelo will play more third than short. But we'll just have to see how it plays out.
Talked a lot last week about the flexibility position-wise of the starters. Pitching-wise, how versatile is this group in terms of guys that can play a lot of different roles?
It's going to be that way. When everybody gets healthy, I'm very excited about what we have. Even with a couple guys out, I'm still very confident in what we have. But like I said, some of those guys are on pitch counts now, so who's a true closer, who's the true get out guy, who's the true setup guy. Right now we're just going to have to piece it together and see how that works. So I think early on it's just getting those guys innings and trying to get the best matchups for them, and as time goes on and we get into conference play, we'll have a better understanding of where each guy fits. But I know in my head I know what I want it to be, but we'll have to see how it plays out.
Is Byron Hood in the mix?
Byron Hood is in the mix. Byron's dropped down a little bit. He had quite a bit of struggles throwing strikes through his career here, and in the summer, this last summer especially, made an adjustment, dropped down a little bit, and he's shown signs of getting a lot of ground balls. So Byron's going to have to help us, and he's going to get an opportunity right out of the gate to do that. So he's been doing a lot of mental work and getting himself ready for those situations. So here we go.